What's going on, everybody? Ratchet Wrenches is back for another video, and today we have the GTI. This is my 2008 Mark V FSI engine GTI, and I'm going to bring a video stating pretty much the 5 things I hate about this car. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this car, but everything always has a flaw, unfortunately, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first thing I dislike about my GTI is the rear hatch. I'm not saying the fact that it's a hatchback, because I love the hatch, just more so the design flaw, because yes, I have an aftermarket exhaust, but even the stock one kind of tucks under the car, so if you were backing up, all the fumes and dirt just goes up, right up to it, and right on the rear hatch. As you can see, these cars run rich from stock. If you get real close and personal, you can see this rear hatch is all dirty, and granted, I just washed my car 30 minutes ago, and from the short drive from the house to this little parking lot, it got so dirty. So that's one thing I think that they fixed on the Mark 6 and the Mark 7s, is the way the dirt gets up and all the fumes and all that, you know, rich mixture gets on the rear hatch. It's definitely a design flaw in my opinion. Alright guys, the second thing I dislike about my GTI is the center console. Yes, it's nice for a little armrest and whatnot, but come on, they have all this excess plastic that they could have used for storage. Like, I can only fit a pocket knife and some business cards up here, and then a contact, maybe some pens and stuff like that. I can't even fit my sunglasses. It's a big waste of space in my opinion. And also, this right here is the iPod or iPhone jack, and yes, that was the technology at the time, but there was also manufacturers producing cars with aux jacks. There was actually a Mark V Jetta came with aux jacks. I think that this was a big fail in my opinion, because they didn't cater to everyone. I had an Android at the time, and I could have used an aux jack. This just pretty much wasted my time, and they could have filled that up and put the aux jack in here like they did other cars. So that's the second thing I dislike about this, but overall it serves a great purpose as an armrest, but a failure for storage. Another thing I dislike about my GTI is how they channel the water off the roof. It was a good thought to have this little lip. It flows with the body so it doesn't look like it's aftermarket or not supposed to be there. Water obviously goes front and back when you're moving, but instead the water builds up and goes right over here inside to, like if you have your window open, it goes inside and all over your window switches, which we know that water and electricity do not go good together. And I already had to replace one of these switches because too much water got on it and fried the circuit, so it didn't operate like it should. I think that's a huge design flaw, and I'm going to show you guys how it works. Look at that. Right in on my electronics. The fourth thing I dislike about my GTI, guys, is the trim. It's cheap, it fades, and it's not paint matched. I think that if it was paint matched, it would look spectacular. I've seen people do it where they paint the rear trim and the quarter panel trims, and it just flows better. It's more consistent with the car. Although I do like the front trim on the bumper and the little grill inserts. It just complements the front end so it's not all white. But I really think they cheaped out on it, and from the factory they should have painted them. It just looks so much better painted. The last and final thing that I hate about my car is these damn winter tires. I mean, they did me good, but luckily we're changing them out to the summer tires.